I'll take up some important points regarding the rubber dam. First is how to introduce rubber dam to the patient so that it is readily accepted by him. COVID infection is the best way to start. We tell the patient that the COVID infection, the COVID virus enters your body either through your nose or through your mouth. And to prevent the infection or the virus entering through your mouth, we are going to put a barrier like gloves on the hands. Then you can also add that this technique of putting a barrier would also prevent other infections like AIDS, HIV and hepatitis B. You can also add by showing the reamers or the files in your hand that these small instruments can drop and you can ingest it by accident. So this will prevent any accidental ingestion of these instruments. Second point is instructions to the patient. We very clearly tell the patient that please do not collect saliva and keep thinking that you will swallow it later or sometimes later whenever the saliva collects more. He should keep swallowing it as it comes. Not only this, you have to also cross check by inquiring that are you taking the saliva in or not, and then in case you are in doubt, you can remove the rubber dam from one side and peep into the mouth and see whether the mouth is full of saliva or the patient was swallowing. In case the patient feels that he needs to breathe through mouth, then you can always cut a small hole near the corner of the mouth so that the patient feels comfortable. It's very important when you are applying rubber dam for the first time or for a few number of times. Then when you have applied for a number of times already, then you are quite you know it what you are going to do for the patient. When I initially asked her just before taking this video, she said she doesn't need a hole. So this makes it, you must make it sure that the patient needs a hole for breathing or not. So I am going to make a hole for her. So you hold it from here and then cut it like this. So it makes a small hole. And once you have made a small hole, it can be enlarged whichever way you want to. For example, I'm enlarged. Are you all right now? Is it better? That's lovely. Now I must tell you that you keep swallowing your spit as it comes. Do not collect the spit thinking that you are going to do it later. Let me check whether you have swallowed or not. So she has swallowed. But in between also, you will keep reminding the patient that whether the patient has swallowed the spit or not. Never apply rubber dam over the nose. Normally many demonstrations show that they have applied the rubber dam over the nose. You must know that the patient is already scared when the mouth is closed and you extend the rubber dam on the nose. Oh, patient is terribly scared. Please don't do it in the beginning. Later on, if you find that the patient feels comfortable of the extension over the nose, then you can do it, of course. We have isolated the forceps in this patient. Actually, it's not a patient, he's one of the staff here. She's just modeling for it. The rubber dam is covering the nose. Now, how to correct it? I'm just going to demonstrate you. Take it out first, right? Then hold the rubber dam frame parallel to the upper lip, and the rubber dam falling this is kept like this. Similarly, here you stretch bilaterally. I was doing single-handed. Now I'll do with the help, and similarly you do the lower. You automatically see that now you can expose the nose and the person can breathe very nicely. So to explain again, we keep this edge, top edge of the rubber dam frame parallel to the upper lip, and the rubber dam following the upper edge is stretched bilaterally and hooked. Despite following all these techniques, it does happen, particularly during the initial period of your rubber dam application, that the patient suddenly, right in the beginning or afterwards during the middle of the treatment, starts feeling very uncomfortable with the whole rubber dam application and wants to get rid of it immediately. For this, it is very important to keep the rubber dam forceps very handy and remind yourself that it is lying here, so that in such circumstances you can easily approach quickly the rubber dam forceps and remove the rubber dam. We keep the rubber dam forceps handy like this. I hope all these points will be useful to you in your practice.